So listen, you can have the floor, but I do want to open it up for women to ask you questions because you have such a dynamic story. It really is inspiring. So, all right, I'm going to let her have the floor for a second.
So first of all, last year, my goal was to just rest and to just take time for myself because I'm a workaholic, and I've always been a workaholic. Even when I started my career in medical field, I would work 12, 14 hours a day. Mm-hmm. So last year, no, when I come home, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, Mom? 3 years. When I came home from Atlanta, I decided to just take some time for myself. And my mother will tell you, I spent 3 months and I didn't go outside. Wow. I came home, I unpacked, I went to my room, and I would come down for food. I wasn't depressed, I wasn't sad. I took that time that I needed for me to regroup. And I spent 2 years off. I took 2 years off. I would post things and nobody knew that my life was different. Nobody knew I wasn't outside. I had pictures for days to post. But I took time for me, and I took some time off, and then this year I relaunched my website. They're just closed, and I started writing again. But that is like the most important thing that I can say. You know, sometimes we do things on faith without knowing what comes with it. And I think faith is what God wants us to have, but He's given all of us sense. And sometimes we can step out on faith because our girlfriend says you should step out on faith. But we don't think about, I have kids to feed, I have to have gas in my car, I have to be able to live. How am I going to live? We don't think that part through because we have so much faith. But God has given us common sense too to say, okay, without this, you can't do that.
That's right.
You know, so I took a faith leap a few years ago, and I quit my job. I was going to be this huge, world-renowned blogger. This was before bloggers were popular, and I was going to be the one. And I quit a good job, you know, to become a writer, and I didn't think the rest of it through. And it tunneled this whirlwind of life events. I lost my place, I lost my car. My kids had to eventually move with their dad because I couldn't afford to take care of them. Now, all of this is a part of the plan, but maybe it wasn't time for me to take that step. And so, but because I did, I had to suffer what came with my decision. And, but sometimes the way we suffer can honor God too. So I didn't suffer by going into depression. I didn't suffer by saying, well, God, it's your fault. You know, you said that you were gonna do this, that, or the other. I suffered by still waking up and being grateful to God that I had what I had. You know, being grateful, even when I came home to my mother, you know, because I ended up moving to Atlanta for love. I never loved the guy. It looked good, and I didn't have nothing else to do. I'm being honest. I ain't have nothing to lose. So when he called and was like, you moving? I was like, I'm there. Let me go try something else. We were broken up in 6 months. The month that we broke up, I opened a store. So then I felt compelled to stay. Instead of just packing up then and coming home, I felt like I started the store. These little girls, it was a girls' boutique. These little girls had drawn attached to me. So I have to stay now. And I struggled. I lost everything. That's when I knew I lost everything. I came home broke. I ran out of gas in the U-Haul on the way back to Dallas. I had no money. But when I got home to my mother, I was like, thank you, Lord. Because so many people don't have a mom to call to say, can I come home? So every day that I got up, I wasn't depressed. I was taking time for me, but I was still grateful. I was grateful that she had an extra room. Because God could have said it where she didn't have room for me. But my mother had this extra room for no reason. But it was designed that way because He knew I was going to have to come back. And when I came home to her, I woke up grateful every day. I was still thankful. I ended up getting another car, and then my son totaled it. But all of those things happened because I made a decision without knowing the rest of it. And in business, we do that. Every entrepreneur, that's the risk you take. Some come out on top, and some of us go through the fire. But it's the way we go through the fire that honors God. Like even when you lose everything, there's still a way to honor God every day. And so even now, you know, I ended up meeting the love of my life. He's amazing. His name is Darius. Amazing. But, you know, so many things could happen, you know. And what led me to him was I got robbed at gunpoint in front of my mother's apartment. And he was like, no, here are the keys to my place. I'm in LA. Here are the keys to my car. Your son told your car. Here are the keys to my car. So, and I think that God blessed me with a man like that because of how I went through. You know, I could have gone through blaming God and breaking relationships and being ugly and being hateful, but I chose to just wake up grateful, and I still do. You know, I still wake up grateful every day. And my advice to any woman, you know, sometimes, and if you are a 9-to-5er, let me tell you, sometimes God will bless you through that 9 to 5. Do not believe social media. Everybody ain't on, everybody ain't popping, everybody is not lit. You know, they are not. You know, there's drug money that starts these businesses. There's so many things that you don't see that I can see through because I know what it looks like. Do not believe, do not fall into the hype of thinking you have to be in comparison to what you see on social media. A 9 to 5, if God has blessed you with a job, wake up grateful every day. And you can feed your family, you can feed yourself, you got gas in your car, you got $50 extra to go buy you a pretty dress. Don't get caught up in the hype. It's not worth it. Erica is so right when she says my social media is just entertainment. At the end of the day, I am a fashion blogger. I do take that very seriously. I take that part of my life very seriously because it's who I am. I've been this way my entire whole life. I've been a really fancy girl. So it was only like that part of my life got lined up. Like it's just who I am. So everything that you see on there just clothes is very authentic. It's what I thought I loved and I thought that I wanted to share with all of my readers. So that's what I do. But who I am is I'm a girl that wakes up every day, no matter what, grateful. No matter if the day is bad, like I believe God. At the end of the day, I believe God, and I believe that everything that He says is true. And no matter what it looks like today, you have to know that if you keep saying good morning, if you keep waking up and you keep saying good morning, you just stay in it, everything gets better. Everything gets better. And God honors how you decide to go forward. He honors that.